Alright, welcome everybody back to PSGL F3. We are live from Canada tonight. Nice, beautiful track. Pretty tricky if it gets wet here. But, yeah, it's Demon in Booth, joined by Harry. How you doing tonight, Harry?
Yeah, I'm good. You okay? I know you had a stressful race at Canada last night in the rain.
Yes, I was 5 seconds a lap slower than the leader, and I ended up finishing 2 laps down.
So basically, you become Robert Kubica.
No. 5 seconds slower than the leader, not 5 seconds slower than my teammate.
Ah, okay. Very vital distinction there.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt good in practice, but the car just felt all over the place in the race.
It's a shame.
So I babied it around and got my 2 points, and we'll move on to the next one. Hello, AMS.
Yeah. I'm really hyped for this race because obviously I didn't get to race yesterday in F6, which would have been my return, but my return was put back till next week, which I'm purposely not going on holiday to a later date to race next week in F6. And obviously I know a lot of people in the community. Some people are very happy, some people aren't so happy. I don't know. I think I'm a bit of a better driver than what I was before in terms of what moves I go for and what moves I don't. But we'll let the F3 boys show us how it should be done, shouldn't we?
Exactly. And they usually do a good job of that. While they choose their tires and get ready, we'll take a look at the driver standings. We have Fran leading after his second win of the season last week. He has 34 points. Tom AJ is in second with 25 with his second podium last week. Sam Bam is in third with 24. Oogie is in fourth with 19. Brandon and Leon are tied for 16 after Leon picked up a podium last week. Felix is 7th with 14 points. Black Phoenix is 8th with 12. AMS is 9th with 11. And running out top 10 is ZR Mercedes with 8 points.
Decent.
I'm
impressed. Don't worry about the constructors. It's too early. I'm impressed by Leon last week. I've got to be totally honest. We all know he's had struggles, obviously being demoted from F1 because he struggled with this game. So last week, get that podium. I know he's made some changes. He's put the racing line back on. He was really, really good last week. Really, really good.
Yes, he was. Just Fran was in a totally different zone last week, but sometimes you gotta throw that racing line back on and get some confidence back. So Leon, with some renewed confidence, should be looking for a good result again this week.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's still early enough where, something like that can really change the season. You're not, we're not talking about, we've not got 4 races to go. We've got, 7 rounds to go? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a long time. And all it needs is for a Fran DNF and you win a race and you're suddenly right back in the championship. So, yeah.
Exactly. All it takes is one mistake to turn the momentum around for someone.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, Sparks. Going board with Tuzmos as he comes through the chicane. Almost hits the wall of champions.
Standard. Is he a champion? He was never a champion, was he?
I'm not sure. I know he's raced in almost all the divisions over time.
So maybe he is.
Maybe a constructor's champion?
Not like me?
Big C would know. He has all the stats from way back.
Yeah. Maybe someone needs to start the PSGL history Twitter. That'd be quite good.
That'd be interesting.
Like on this day in PSGL history.
Half of those tweets would be Big C won a championship.
Yeah, they would be. But Big C's turning. I actually really, really like the fact that Big C admits that he's got no pace anymore and he's all washed up. It actually makes me laugh because that's exactly how I feel when I hear 13-year-olds are winning on this game and I haven't had a podium in any league race since F1 2017 at Spa.
Spa.
So
I remember that race.
yes, yeah, it was a good race.
That was the infamous
Bran,
race. Jack had 42 seconds of penalties.
it was, and Bran won the race by about a minute.
Yeah, he did.
He was so confident going up for Eau Rouge. I was lifting like a mile before. Leon with the fastest lap.
Yeah, by 2 thousandths. Nice lap by Leon.
It was very nice. One thing that does concern me about this track, watching on board with the guys, is the traffic of getting out the way at the right time for people on laps. It's an old school track, and obviously if you're new to the F1 game, the engineers don't talk to you like a real person. They won't tell you that somebody behind is on a hot lap. You have to look at your mini map and work it out for yourself, which sometimes, you know, you might be on a hot lap as someone's round, airstrikes had an accident out of the Panis corner. Let's see. He's back running again now. He's got no front wing, I don't think. As I was saying, yeah, basically you have to do everything for yourself. These drivers are not being coached by sort of AI engineers. They're having to make these split decisions, and that's when, you know, the higher you go up in the PSGL ladder, those decisions become even more vital. You know, you might get away with a mistake in F6. The pace differential is quite big, whereas in F3 the pace, as we've seen, look at the top. The top 5 who have set a time are covered by less than a second, and you can't make those kind of mistakes.
Exactly. As Black Phoenix goes 7th on this lap, he stopped at the line, so maybe he wants to qualify in a harder tire.
Yeah, just maybe looking for some pace. 4-car pile up in IndyCar. Don't tell me the IndyCar results. I'm recording the race to watch it now. Please do not tell us the IndyCar results.
And hello, JP. I forgot IndyCar was on today. It makes sense because NASCAR was on last night.
We're at Pocono.
IndyCar's at Pocono?
I thought it was.
Oh, they had that huge crash last year where the guy went up into the fence.
Yeah, Robert Wickens got paralysed from it.
Yeah.
After about 2 laps. Very, very sad.
Yeah, that track is too dangerous. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't that, if I remember. Oh, sorry, it stopped on lap 4. Sorry, I apologise. It was lap 4, not lap 2. Yeah, it was a strange accident actually. He got airborne, didn't he? It wasn't necessarily the speed; it was the fact that he got launched.
Yeah.
And as you know, I love to launch it. So
yeah, I was going to say you launched that.
Yeah. It's in bad taste, perhaps, but yeah, it's IndyCar's just mental, isn't it? I mean, but I don't like the fact that earlier on in the season they obviously had a race at Kota, and they just didn't improve. They didn't have track limits. There was no track limits. Basically, it was PSGL. There was no track limits. You can do what you want. It's F6 right there.
Oh, they stopped the race on lap 4 today after the crash, you said.
Oh, again. Oh, that's 2 years in a row. I didn't pick that up in the chat. Yeah, shame.
Well, at least you know when you go to watch it, you can fast forward about half an hour.
Yeah, well, the lucky thing is, I work on a shifted rota week per week. So last week I was on early, so I'm kind of tired now. But I go on to nights tomorrow night, so I always have like a late night Sunday after commentary, like 1 in 3 weeks. So it's quite nice because now I'll get to watch till like 2 in the morning UK time. I'll sit and watch it, and it'll be fine. Try and get into like a night pattern. That'd be alright. Yeah, it's quite nice to watch American sport. We get it on Sky Sports now in the UK, but we don't get NASCAR. So I end up watching NASCAR on YouTube, just the highlights.
Oh my god!
Team radios. Tom
was parked at the start-finish line for some reason, and Nibiru ran to the back of him. Nibiru? I'm going to say that name wrong every week, man.
Yeah, you are. What was I saying about? What was I talking about? 5 minutes ago? You've got to be very careful about where you leave a car Now, I didn't see that, so I don't know why he was parked. But you have to be very, very careful. It's an old school track with not a lot of room.
Yep. Technically, it's considered a street circuit, so it's pretty narrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you about that, JP. How you felt about McLaren formally entering IndyCar for next season?
Yeah, I forgot JP was a McLaren fan.
How could you forget? It's all he talks about is McLaren.
Yeah, I know, but he's not a... McLarens have never been the same for me since they are no longer white and Marlboro red. They're just not the same.
That's true. Oh, he's on a in lap. Let's go on board with Leon.
My favourite for the race today is Leon, to be fair. It's a yellow flag. I think Opaloo's had an accident of some description. Two drivers I know well from my previous league. Colton won't end up in the McLaren seat, JP, because Leon nearly went wide there.
Yeah.
Backed out of it.
Oh, Breadster just went through the grass. That was weird angle to go into that corner.
Yeah.
Up over Tuzma's coming through the hairpin now on his left.
So a car up here on the left-hand side. I hope he sees him.
He's gonna try to get the slipstream. Oh, it's Leon.
Yeah, that's risky.
Yeah.
Didn't last week Lickle hit the back of someone?
I'm not sure.
Why didn't I turn up last night? Who's that? JSG. I didn't turn up last night. I was never scheduled to return this week. In the contract negotiations on my return, I was unable to do last night. But I will return in France to amaze you all with launching it from Daniel Ricciardo distances.
Well, you said you're gonna start next to me on the back row, so let's see how far you can launch it.
I am going to start in the back. I am going to start in the back row because I've been watching the F6 races from this season. I've decided that I don't want to qualify P8 and get wiped out of the first corner. So yeah, I've decided better of it.
Do you think people from F3 should be moved to F4? It's only been 3 races so far, so haven't really gotten a good grasp on what people can do, because sometimes bad luck interferes, like just now when the Nexus hit Tom. It's like, yeah. But
plus, like Opaloo and Phoenix have both been involved in accidents, as you were saying, Demon. So
yeah,
it's not really a fair reflection after 3 races. Obviously, if someone's winning by, in my opinion, if you're winning by 60 seconds every week, then probably you need to be moved up. If you're 4 or 5 seconds of that slower, then possibly you need to be moved down. But remember, it's not it's not as simple as that. You know, some guys can't race on certain nights, so you have to take that into account. And we want full grid, so you know that's always something to be considered.
well, lucky for these guys, if they were to be moved down, it'd be the same time they'd be racing. So he has a broken headset, JP. So Connor's replacing me with Lickle in F4 temporarily, and I'll be with Harry until Jamie gets his mic set. And then Jamie's going on holiday to Florida, I believe he said. So he's going to be out for a week or 2, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. And then next week you're by yourself because I'm not here next Sunday.
Okay. Just like I used to do F4 by myself all the time. I'd start the season with a commentator, and then they'd quit commentating.
I thought it'd be someone that got kicked out of the league. Getting through to people. I know we've been sort of I haven't really caught a lap, but Why would you start on softs?
Because you could do softs to hards. Or
You
it could be
can,
raining in a race, maybe.
which is exactly what I was just about to say. I think it might be. I think it might be rain.
I don't know. It's
Singapore.
started cloudy and it's got sunny scents, so I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know. Who knows?
If you saved your set of soft tires till now, you're laughing. Track temperature coming up, definitely.
I was prepared to go from hards to softs last night because we were starting in the rain on dry tires. But
Always start on the mediums, always, or the hards. Gives you an absolute free hand in the race, but that's my opinion. I don't have a real pace, so I have to strap my way to victory.
and that's another thing too.
Oh,
Um,
that was an interesting line by Retzer.
did he go through the grass again?
He went over through the He's gone through two sets of grass. He went through the Alex Foot's gravel trap at turn 1, and then went over at the second Vettel Hamilton chicane. Went straight over the grass there.
It'll forever be known as the Vettel Hamilton chicane.
Yep. And then at the Ayrton Senna John the Lacey chicane on the back straight, for people who are old enough to remember that accident. Yeah. I'm old, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're admitting here. I am old.
Not as old as me. Actually, sadly, I think I'm the oldest person in F6 again.
How old are you? You got 2 years on me, ain't you?
32.
Yeah. So you got what, 3 years on me? That's fine.
Yeah.
I can take that. You can be the older guy.
Chaos just goes 10th.
So
Everybody's coming out for their laps down.
yeah, they are. 2 minute one. We're gonna have a big old slipstream train down the back straight, aren't we? Everyone's gonna be fighting for position on your outlap, and you don't want to do that.
I got the two Toros together, so you might work together.
Or they'll be fighting each other for a Red Bull seat.
Actually,
That's
there's no Red Bulls here tonight at all. I don't think.
No, it's not. To be honest, though, if you get that Red Bull seat, you're on for a poison chalice. Christian Horner has his money. Oh, Black Phoenix has crashed. Yeah, Christian Horner has his cash cow, doesn't he, in Max? So they're not gonna do everything Max doesn't want.
Yep. But he's a hell of a driver, though.
What, Max? I'm not sure.
Oh, Fran's out. Maybe he's just happy with his lap. No.
War of Champions, I think. It's a shame you can't go to like a still cam in the camera settings. Sam, I think, is the first to start his lap, isn't he?
No, the two Toros started first. Airstrikes ahead.
Okay.
Oh, calm down, JP. It makes the job easier for us. It's a dry race.
I don't care either way. It's nice not knowing, but it's bad etiquette, but there's worse things that happen. It's fine.
I'm actually glad it's a dry race, because last night, I had to work last day, and we had to restart, and it was a wet race. It's like, Jesus, can we go any longer?
2 hours run time for a 50% for a 50%er. Didn't happen in Singapore one year. We basically drove for 2 hours, or like an hour and 50 in a half distance race because it was so wet at Singapore.
Yeah.
That happened in one league race. It was awful.
Come to airstrike to the line. 10th. Cosmos coming through back here
Sam
again. Oh, Sam.
goes fourth. I was on board with him. It was a nice lap.
Oh, here comes Leon. Ooh, bounced off the wall of champions there. To the line. Pole. 8 flat.
Nice. Tasmus lost a lot of time through the wall of champions.
He's
Didn't
not even
take
using
nearly
his
enough curb.
DRS. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't see that on my screen because I don't have the right setup on. I'm a very
Here
good
comes
commentator,
Brett.
ladies and gentlemen.
Barely improves and he will stay 5th.
What, is Frome not racing?
Frome's in F4. So, if you go
That's...
over to the
There
F4
you are,
stream,
Frieza.
Frizzle. Yeah, he got the... On, I won't say demoted, but he moved down and became the admin of F4. So, today we have Leon on pole with an 8 flat. Oogie in 2nd, Brett in 3rd, Mercedes in 4th, Sam Bam in 5th, Fran in 6th, Black Phoenix in 7th, Tusmus in 8th, Apalu, is that how you say it? In 9th, and Airstrike in 10th. And you have Chaos, AMS, Tom, and Nexus. We'll start on fresh tires.
A Nexus number 2.
So many Nexus guys, honestly. Hello, Brandon. Oh. And Harry has lagged out. Bad Harry. Nibiru? Okay. Sorry. There's always that one person on the grid I can't pronounce. The lead in the drivers is Fran. See, now I got the YouTube name to the name on here. I was trying to figure out which car you were last week. Alright, so we got 6 seconds on the counter. Nice, bright, sunny day here in Canada. Formation lap, and away they go. So we'll get this up here. And we'll have Chaos. We'll start on the mediums. AMS, Tom, and Nibiru. We'll start on the hards. And in the middle of the pack, we got Black Phoenix, Tusmos, and Apalu on the mediums. That's a nice camera angle there. See everybody coming in there and warming up their tires. Jamie broke his mic, Brandon, and I'll be commentating until he gets a new mic and comes back from vacation. He says he'll be back at Singapore, which I believe is in 3 weeks. Singapore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 weeks, he'll be back. And how come you not racing, Bran? Alright. Last couple cars will fill in their grid positions. Crappy camera angles, as usual. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're racing in Canada. Ah. Oh no, big carnage. Oh man. Looked like the two Mercedes came together there. That was unfortunate. But Leon will lead him off into the first lap. What the hell's going on back here? Anyway, did you go anywhere nice, Bran? Other than the craziness there, it's been a pretty clean lap, but besides that, it's Black
Hello.
Phoenixes. Welcome back. You just missed the big pileup in turn 1.
Was there a great pile up in turn 1?
Yeah, the two Mercedes hit each other. And Black Phoenix moved up to 4th through all the carnage. Ooh, airstrike with a penalty. Speeding in the pits. Oh, that's what it was. Sauber hit the Merc and turned him into other cars.
Nice. If anyone would like me back into the lobby, it'd be great.
Oh, I can't invite you because I'm a spectator.
Yeah, I know. Basically, I had what you call it, didn't I? I've had like a lightning storm come through and knock me offline, so that's unfortunate.
Oh, yellow flag again. Who is it this time? I don't see anybody.
Wow, that was a big old shuffle. I've just seen the positions. That's a massive shuffle for some of the guys who are at the top.
Yeah. Oh, Black Phoenix side by side with Mercedes. He's in the Sauber.
Dive bomb. Oh, bleeding room. That's not too bad.
Oh, you're watching the...
Yeah, I am, yeah. Until someone invites me back in, it's fine. Maybe multiple invites.
You should be able to join through the friends list.
Let's have a look. It's a good point. So should I be able to join you from your friends list?
Yeah. Or
okay.
Or Leon, whoever invited you. Probably easier that way.
Yeah, Leon invited me. I'll go and get him.
Alright, here comes Black Phoenix with the DRS. Gonna make easy work of Mercedes here. That's funny. Oh, Mercedes into the pits.
Must have had damage.
Maybe. Brett's all over the back of Leon. And as I was gonna say, it's funny, you got Mercedes in the Sauber in F3, you got Ferrari guy in the Mercedes in F4.
How did those team placements go to you?
The funny thing was, he was the first one to pick a car, and he picked Mercedes.
Ah.
Oh, and Mercedes has left the session.
Found Leon joining session. Let's see if I can do this. We're commentating via two things, yeah.
Oh, it says you joined. There you go.
Yeah. Fantastic. What a fantastic game this is, Codemasters. Yes. We'd never have got this in the old days. You wouldn't have been able to rejoin.
At least you can rejoin on this, because GT Sport you still can't rejoin.
Well, that's a shame.
The second you lag out, your car just disappears off the track.
Excellent. Let's try and get stuff back to how I like it. So, the big winners So Ugi Azim lost 12 positions.
Yep.
Sambam lost 7. Mercedes lost 7. So actually, so describe what happened for me at turn 1. What happened?
Alright, well, I described it wrong at first, but according to Lewis in the chat, a Sauber, they were 3 wide, and the Sauber was in the middle, I believe, and clipped the Mercedes that was on the outside and turned them into toward the inside of the field. Oh,
Excellent.
Leon! Ooh, loose in the back end there. Brett's going to try to make a move at there.
Big dive bomb, Danny Rick style.
Great driving by both of them, leaving each other room.
It's respectful. Let's see how respectful it gets when they get down to the corner.
Oh, Brett has the DRS, so he does get it done.
Now, don't put all the wall champions. Yep, he hit the wall. Good damage mod though, because he didn't get a left rear right rear puncher there.
That'd be entertaining.
It would be. Someone that I want to mention quickly, Black Phoenix on the back of this, on the harder tyre. I've been saying all season that he's going to get a win. It looks like he might have it today.
Just gotta avoid the trouble and the penalties, because it's Canada. There will be penalties.
There will be penalties. There will be front wing changes. There will be drama. It's PSGL.
One thing there won't be is rain.
Apparently not. So do you think Fran has decided to put a championship head on tonight?
I don't know. Oh, did Leon just bounce off the wall there?
He missed. I think I'm right on board with Black Phoenix. I think he missed, but I think he got very sideways off the curb. But he's really pushing to try and get back past BB Rexa.
From an inside source in the chat, Black Phoenix has wing damage, and he's keeping up with these guys.
There we go. Leon sort of semi-losing the car through the middle of the apex of the corner there. Now, we've said it before, Black Phoenix has been involved in 2 accidents at Australia and then was involved... What was the next race?
China.
Bahrain. China, rather. He was involved in an accident at China, and I can't remember him having an accident at Spain, but he didn't really feature up the front end of the grid in Spain. So...
He had the lap 1 thing. He got caught up in the
got caught up in the late one.
Yeah.
So, it's all about picking his moves. He'll have DRS. Thought better of it, maybe.
Yeah. Man, they're getting
That's
so
good.
close to that wall.
They are all on the ragged edge. More time penalties popping up on the back, on the race control thread, rather like votes for Max for driver of the day down there. It's got a lot of stability on the braking, Black Phoenix. And seeing the fact he's got wing damage as well.
And the fact that he has almost 100% battery still.
I know, it's great. It's sitting there.
Wing damage, using 0 battery.
Better tyres than everyone else.
Yellow flag.
Using the wall. It's a Ferrari. It's Tom AJ. And he's just decided to drive into the wall before the chicane. Will there be a safety car, the elusive safety car?
We had a VSC for like 8 seconds last night.
We're getting there. That's a move to the inside.
Oh, Phoenix
Black
with a penalty.
Got a yeah, but I don't think that was right. That penalty was. I'll call that now. That penalty was bullshit.
Well, I was on board with him. He did go over the curb. That should be another warning right there as he gets by Leon.
And Fran's on the back of Leon as well, and Opaloo from nowhere. It's now a three-way fight for third.
The more the merrier for the podium.
Yeah, says the carbon fibre makers as they see the opportunity for gaining profits.
So these guys on the softs are probably looking to run to a lap 11 or 12 if they're going for the hards.
Two stops surely. Soft, soft, medium.
Or soft, medium, medium. Here comes Fran.
Wow, that was like he was standing still.
Yeah.
Can't we get too tight on the inside curb though?
And now Apaloo's
Leon
here.
will get a great run. They both get a great run.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I think Leon's tires are shot.
he can't get off the corner. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what Black Phoenix does here. He's got... Well, they side by side through the long turn 3.
Leon
Leon's
lost
got...
the back end a bit.
Yeah.
There goes Apaloo. Into fourth
His
he
tires
goes.
have gone.
Yeah. He's got a pit.
Leon was leading the race till lap 5 or 6. Last 4 laps, he's lost 4 positions.
Yeah.
And Phoenix is gaining on BB Ret. What's it, BB Retz or Brett stuff?
I just call him Brett.
Alright, well, we're on Brett with DRS.
Ooh. Oh.
And he went to the pits.
Yep.
So will that be all the softs in? Fran goes for another lap, and Opaloo gets him.
Fran looks like he's struggling a bit.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not he hit the wall. There was like a lag spike on my screen, so I don't know whether he hit the wall of champions. But he's really lost a lot of pace very quickly. And Phoenix has put the hammer down. The old DRS, we're not running with 0 ERS now.
Well, yeah, he did smart. Use your battery now to pull away from the people, so when you pit, you could come out in front of them.
Yep, because he was right. What was he within a second of Brett? So he'll be right there. When it depends how long he can make these with his damage as well. He'll lose the time with his damage, and he's got the 3-second time penalty. But he might win it on the road.
Take a look at the battle for 9th here as they head into the hairpin.
Fran pits.
Yep, no surprise there.
Brett's first lap at the pits on the hards was a 1:14.4.
Oh! Chaos gets by Sam Bam Kid and proceeds to drill the wall of champions.
Nice.
Gotta be some
All 4
wing
wheels
damage.
attached to his. All 4 wheels still attached to his wagon, though.
Yep. Yeah, it was more like a wheel
So
bang off the wall, but he might have a little wing damage.
Feels very
He's gotta have wing
Martin
damage,
Brundley.
because he's backing up into Sam now.
AMS will move around the outside of Nexus Nibiru into the hairpin, becomes the inside. Nibiru on the switchback will get DRS, I guess. He did on the long drag up the straight.
No, AMS has the
No
DRS.
DRS though. Yeah, but he still got off the corner better than him.
Oh,
Drill the wall.
it's gonna be
Both Hasses. Gunter Steiner. Can't wait for that on Netflix. What are we doing? We look like... Beep, beep. Try not to swear. It's a PG stream. Entertainment for all the family.
It's nothing the kids don't hear at school these days.
True.
So,
We're now going into a weird phase of the race.
yeah, that in between the pit stops where everybody's gapped.
Yeah.
Black Phoenix.
This is normally the bit.
Oh, go ahead.
It's normally the bit that I want to go and make a cup of tea.
I was gonna say, Black Phoenix isn't really pulling away anymore from Apalu. AMS,
He's got to his 3.5 seconds. Oh, that was tight.
and they got through it.
Just about.
You don't want to be side by side here.
No. Our Sebastian Vettel.
AMS will get the DRS here.
It will, but I think he's so far gone.
Yeah.
You know, you said earlier about the infamous 42 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
I think we might top that tonight, collectively.
Oh, collectively, yeah, but Jack did it by himself once.
Oh yeah, good old Jack Tyler.
Yeah, I crossed the line that day in 12th and I finished 9th because of penalties.
PSGL banner.
Actually, speaking of Jack, he should be making his F4 debut. Oh no, that was last week he made his F4 debut.
Where was the F5 again?
Yeah. And he finally got up to F4. He's been wanting for the longest time now.
That's good. There's a yellow flag out there. I can't find it though.
It's got to be one of the ghosted cars, because Airstrike and Mercedes, I believe, are not in the session anymore.
Okay.
Actually, Airstrike might still be here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's still here. But Oogie's on the back of Chaos for the final points paying position.
That'd be nice.
And they'll both need to pit one more time. So.
Yeah, and you'd think Chaos would have better tyres. 9-lap old hards against 13-lap old mediums. He moves out the way. And Airstrike's into the pits for a front wing change, which I guess would mean that that is a proper thing. Oh, and his teammate's coming behind him. Opalu's been screwed over by that because he's had to wait in the pit lane. Because Airstrike was in for a front wing change. He's lost so much time. So Tusmus leads, and Leon got out in front of Black Phoenix through the pit stops, and Franz managed to jam Black Phoenix as well. But that was because he's got the front wing change also.
Sure.
But yeah, I can't believe Opalu has your luck. Done everything right, would have gained positions and ended up losing them because of his teammate sticking it in the wall and driving straight into the pits.
And this is why you always need to be in a part of your teammate to communicate that.
Or have teammates that don't put it in the wall.
Or pick me as a teammate where I'll be 40 seconds behind you and we can pit in the same lap. Alright, so the lead will go to Nibiru and AMS in second.
So Leon is what, 2 seconds behind Brett?
Yep.
Fran's a further probably, what, 3 seconds behind Leon, and another further, 3 seconds, 4 seconds behind that, Phoenix. So I wonder, will Phoenix gain now that he's got on these hard tyres with a new front wing? Still got plenty of time left in this race.
Yep. We'll be hitting halfway mark when they cross the line here.
Yep. But we're going to have AMS and Nibiru for the lead in a minute.
Kind of curious what lap these guys pit on.
Yeah, not this one.
When I did a practice race, I was able to go 24 laps on my hards.
Which would mean that, in theory, Black Phoenix could go to the end.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Some of the other guys, not so much.
Sam Bam will have to pit again. Oogie, obviously, will have to pit again because those softs will just like explode and kill a fan if he goes. I mean, he's good on his tires, but I don't think he could do like 30 laps on softs or on mediums. Sorry.
No. No.
Okay, it's just got out of the pits and he gets a penalty right away.
Lovely.
Black Phoenix has already caught Fran.
As I said, Leon's catching Brett as well. Not as much as Phoenix has caught Fran though. See, if I was Fran, I'd think about this, because
Ooh. 6 seconds now for Phoenix.
yeah, fastest lap of the race.
Yep.
I think his first penalty, if I'm honest, he sort of made a move and had to get out of it and went to the inside. He didn't really gain any time, but he did get a 3-second time penalty for it. But
yeah,
it's unfortunate, but it was what it was. Send it to the stewards.
No, you can't. What do you call it? You can't question a penalty that's based on a warning.
Oh, you can't do that anymore?
No.
Okay. Fran has left the session.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. He was kind of lagging back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of storms in Europe tonight. I was looking earlier on. And
Yep.
There's like a weather system. It knocked me off, that's why I disappeared. It knocked me off my internet. Thunder and lightning outside mine, and the rain, and sometimes it plays around with your internet, I don't know why. But yeah.
Yeah, we had the big storms last night, so they must have moved across the ocean and got to you guys today.
Yeah.
AMS into the pits for his mediums, ensuring he can make it to the end.
Nice. Opalu's got Sam all over the back of him. And AMS is going to come out just in front of him on these new mediums. 15 laps on a set of mediums, doable?
Yep.
Opalu's really struggling, considering the fact that he's on 4-lap old tyres compared to Sam Bam's 18-lap old tyres.
Oh, Sandbam looks like he's pretty good on his tires because he's not losing too much time.
No, not at all.
Oh, AMS gets... Well, he gets by his teammate who is still trying to rejoin.
This will be interesting. I've just seen Airstrike go to put a move on Brettster.
Huh.
Hold on to your hats, guys. I think we've got a Jamie Morris. It's in the same car, not the same division. It's in the same car. It's a Toro Rosso. Legendary PSGL moment.
Actually, where's Leon in all this? Oh, Leon's right behind him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here on board with it. It's mental. Airstrikes all over the back of Bretzler. He went for a move and he's going to get in the way. You're a lap car.
Oh.
What are you doing? Get out of the way.
How's he not getting 5-second penalties?
I don't know.
Oh, Fran stays disconnected. Can you not make it back to the lobby, Fran? If you make it back, you're still get points.
He's got up the inside! He's got up the inside! He's put him in a wall! What are you doing? Instant ban. Instant ban. He's on the outside? What? Who is this child?
You know,
What in the name of all that is holy?
I'd like to point out, when he was in F6, when we were doing that dreaded Monaco race that you left on, he put me in the wall twice, and I moved over to let him pass when he was the leader, and he put me in the wall twice.
Excellent. Well, I hope Bretzler doesn't have damage.
You know he's fuming.
I bet he is. Yeah, he does have. He's missing a front wing end plate. Is he? Or isn't he? It's very hard to tell.
I can't tell.
I've gone broadcast. Yes, he is, because the end of the Alpha one is white. So yes, he is missing a front end plate.
Oh.
But don't overdrive. Don't take it out on Leon though. Don't take it out on Leon. It wasn't Leon. Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything silly, Bretzler. Don't do anything silly. He's round the outside, leaving racing room. He's got by.
No,
that's for the lead.
Yeah, essentially. And Black Phoenix is right here too. Leon's got to go.
Yeah, but that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I mean, in all seriousness, like, if I'm Redstar, oh, don't put Black Phoenix in the wall. Oh, it's just his head's gone. You can see it, and it's not. It's understandable. It's not. What's the word? It's not acceptable, but it's understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he had the race, he was leading the race, and he's been hit by a back marker and put into a position where he's got to nurse the car. And I don't think has he won in F3 before?
He was F4 last season.
So yeah, so he hasn't won in F3, and it's taken away a good chance that he had. And Phoenix round the outside, which becomes the inside. Good move. So Phoenix has to get away from Leon. Needs to get 6 seconds.
Ooh, Leon just hit the wall.
Did he pick up damage?
He didn't see anything fly off the car.
No, I don't think he did. Yeah, I've just gone broadcast. He didn't seem to have any. So I'm going to go back to Airstrike. Airstrike car. Let's have a look. It's definitely him. It's not a ghost car. I've not spent 2 minutes chastising a ghost car. I think it definitely is him.
No, because a ghost car they would have drove through and not bounced off the wall.
Yeah, he's not disconnected or anything like that. It definitely is him in the car. So yeah, interesting developments. It's always drama in PSGL, isn't it? It can't go a weekend without drama.
Oh, Leon off the wall again, and Nibiru just pit. He should be able to go onto the softs.
So did Brett. Brett's come in. So Brett's decided I can't work with this broken front wing. It'll be a front wing change. I'm watching it now. The Alfa Romeo mechanics changing the front wing. Where's this go drop? Him. So he's put mediums on. He's not trusted himself with a set of softs for 10 laps.
Sauce will easily make it to the end.
Yeah.
Let's see how fast
Meanwhile,
Nibiru catches everybody.
so at the moment, Leon's still winning through virtue of penalties.
Yes. So I believe he has none.
Yeah, I don't want to be told as well if anyone's about to do that. I think the chat's gone a bit dead.
That's okay.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Sam Bam's catching Brett.
Tasmas is catching airstrike.
Oh,
This will be interesting.
that means Brett will be coming up to him soon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's going to be big oof.
I agree, Gamer. I've already sent a message to Big C saying that he did the same thing Jamie Morris did last season. That was the insta ban. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Gamer, did everyone say straight ban? I lost it. I literally said that in the chat. I turned into what's his name? It wasn't even that he tried to unlap himself. That's not the issue. It was, I don't mind people trying to unlap themselves if they've got brand new tyres and they come out. It was the fact that he hit the leader into the last corner, forced him into the wall of champions, and damaged his front wing. You can't do that. You can't do that. You know, in a race that's not your race. That's the issue. The issue isn't him trying to unlap himself. The issue is interfering with the leader and putting the leader in the wall.
And that is also another good point by Gamer. AMS on fresher, softer tires in third place. All he's really got to do is track down Leon, because he could get inside that penalty window of Phoenix.
Could do. And if you want some absolute banter, Nexus and Nibiru on the back of Tasmas, and they're both about to come across Mr. Pending ban, possibly. So here we go. Onto the back straight. Will Airstrike decide to get involved? Will he get out of the way? Will he not get out of the way? We'll find out.
Oh.
So he's going to act as a slipstream for Nexus. Give him DRS as well. That's all fine. This has all been fine so far. So we're getting blue flags about now, would we say?
He's been getting blue flags.
Okay, so we get out of the way of one. That was fine. That was perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to get out of the way of the second one. There's two cars. Nope. Okay.
The only thing I can think of is earlier in the race, maybe Airstrike and Brett had contact. Maybe.
Yeah, I would say that, apart from he's not really moving out the way for Tasmas. You know, if I was lapped and running plumb last, I wouldn't be fighting Tasmas.
Well,
And Sam Bam Kid and Brett Sir have had contact. And Nuga's in the wall.
Yeah, Black Phoenix is looking good. He's got to gap Leon just a bit more. He has 6 seconds of penalties.
It only takes Leon to get 1 second of penalties. Set to 3. Get a flag.
AMS has caught Leon.
So Airstrike is still behind. So Tasmas is still... So Tasmas finally through past past Airstrike. So who's the next person to fight Airstrike then?
His teammate, who he double
Oh,
stacked.
yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, it's great.
Actually, Sam Bam might be the next one in line. He's all over
Yeah,
Opaloo.
Sam's. Yeah, he is. He's had good pace, Sam Bam. He was involved in the first accident, so his race has been compromised. But he's going to fight back and get points, and good points. Just use your low fear, don't launch it, just wait for the straight. That would be my suggestion. Yellow flag set to 2.
Brett's out.
And Brett Star.
And AMS has gotten by
Wow.
Leon.
Wow. It's all happening in the last 10 laps. So Airstrike's on for a point, is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Brilliant. So 4.1 seconds Black Phoenix has got. He needs...
Actually, I believe he's on for 2 points because Fran still has not reconnected.
Yeah. It'd be funny if Fran connects on the last lap. Just drives around.
I don't think it matters because he technically hasn't done 90% of the race.
Yeah, true. So are we now about to get to the crossover point? We've got 5 more laps on the hards, but 5 more laps on the mediums for AMS would take him to 16 laps. The most anyone's done on the medium tyres are 16 laps today. So we'll find out who's got the better tyre wear, I think. He needs to find, what, another 1.9 seconds. He just took it under 2.1, but it's flexing, obviously, using ERS and so on, as we can see in the top corner. It stayed around 4, 4.1, 3.9. It's around that time, all the time so far this lap.
Oh, and Nibiru's all over Leon.
On his 6-lap old softs. Will he softs hit the cliff? 10 laps? What did they do on the first set?
They were doing 11 laps on the first set.
Alright, well he's got this then.
Yep, and there he goes. But
he might have penalties.
Yeah, I have seen his name pop up at least once.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But he's driven a hell of a race. He started on the hards.
He's made the alternate strategy work.
Yep.
And AMS has got the gap down to 3.4 seconds. I don't know if AMS has got penalties.
I am not sure, but I know if he does make the podium, that's one less interview we have to do because he doesn't talk.
Doesn't talk.
Yep.
Is he a mute?
I guess. He says he doesn't have a mic, but I think he just doesn't like talking to people.
That's fair enough. A lot of us don't like talking to people.
Yeah, I don't like talking to people either, but here I am.
I think people aren't going to like talking to the stewards after this one. That's all I'm going to say.
The stewards are going to have a field day with this race.
Yep, they are. 14 started, only 11 finished. Of which case, only 9 really finished, because 2 of them are ghost cars.
Yep.
We're going to go to lap 33 now. And it's 3.6 seconds. And Nibiru on the back of AMS. We thought AMS was going to win this race, and Nibiru could win. Depending on how many penalties he's got, I haven't seen AMS's penalties either.
I want to say AMS has 1 and Nibiru has 1. And I know Phoenix has 2. This could be interesting.
Yeah.
Quite possibly, gamer. Let's see. Where did he start? He started last. The Nibiru. Last the
Wow.
first possible.
Oh, I want him to win now. Right.
And there he goes.
I didn't even realise that. Second. On the road. Penultimate lap, 34 out of 35. In PSGL F3. A three-way battle for the lead, including penalties. It's the only place to watch this action on a Sunday night. Leon's tyres have gone.
Yeah. It was shocking
He's driving
because
around on some 50.
the Hearts should be able to go that distance, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're fine in terms of he's comfortable with them. I just don't think he's got any pace. Driving around on some 50 pence pieces. Gap's down to 2.8 seconds. Even if even if he's got 3 seconds more worth of penalties, he still will win the race. Nibiru.
Yep. DRS for AMS, so I could catch up to Nibiru. He actually typed it in chat earlier. He put Nibiru. Guys.
Nibiru. Okay. Nibiru. Okay, we'll try and remember that. I'm going to say it wrong all the time.
Me too. And we're going to have to possibly talk to him for the podium interviews, so we'll say it wrong and he'll yell at us there.
Excellent.
Last
Good.
lap. Airstrike is catching Fran. He's going to get ninth on the ghost car. Before he potentially gets disqualified from this race.
And the championship. And the league.
Yep.
And the community. The community don't take nicely to many things.
No. Black Phoenix is coming down the long straight now with a ghosted car in front of him. Blue lights are flashing.
Also, red lights for fuel.
And Phoenix will cross the line first, but I
And now we wait.
don't think he will win. Nibiru will cross the line. Wow! AMS gets second. Black Phoenix is your winner.
They all have penalties.
Leon gets onto the podium.
Wow.
Actually, if I remember right, Nibiru had a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pits, maybe?
Right, okay. That makes more sense. Next one to finish will be Opaloo, a very, very long way behind, down at the hairpin. Chaos behind him, and then Airstrike's about to come across the line now for 9th position. And young man, you have got a lot of explaining to do.
Yes.
Meanwhile, his teammate comes through the last corner now.
Oh!
Manages to keep it off the wall just. That wouldn't have been great. And not only does he have to explain to the stewards what happened, he also has to explain to his teammate why he decided to pit on his elected pit stop.
Yeah.
Grazie regali, in the chat. Excellent, grande. Well done, AMS.
Yes, and Fran's excited for his teammate as well. So Black Phoenix is your winner as he holds up his trophy. Which is
First win, we've said it's been coming.
Yep, it's his second win with me commentating as he won the preseason race in F4. Alright, so your grid will be Black Phoenix, AMS, Leon as your podium. We'll get Black Phoenix and Leon in for interviews in a second. Nibiru in 4th. Hell of a race from the back. Just the penalties unfortunately dropped him down to 4th. Tuzmus in 5th.
Yep.
Sambam in 6th. Oplu in 7th. Chaos in 8th. Airstrike in 9th. And Fran gets 10th, but he disconnected. So pretty sure he doesn't get that point. So,
something that needs to be taken into account. The only person that didn't get penalties was Leon, and Leon managed to benefit from that massively and get back onto the podium.
yep. He struggled a bit with the tires at the end, but he got back there. All right, so I'll
Super.
wait. Yep. Second in both races, I believe. Damn it, Leon. You're not signed down. Alright. There's Phoenix. Now we just need Leon. I know AMS doesn't do interviews, so we'll say congratulations to AMS on his second place. I know he's in the chat. Well done, sir. Alright, so Phoenix and Leon, you know the drill. Make sure your voice is able to be shared. And we'll start with Phoenix. Phoenix is our winner today. Gets his first win of the season in F3 after a couple incidents in the first couple races. Gave him a little setback, but top step of the podium today. How do you feel today, Phoenix?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. It's annoying because I got front wing damage by myself. Just coming out of a second DRS point, so I had to pit then. And yeah, I thought I was going to lose that right at the end. I saw Maguru and AMS catching, but I felt quite good there. So yeah, good race for me.
Were you nervous at the end knowing you had the 2 penalties, or did you check your engineer and know they had penalties as well?
No, I didn't check. I think I was one seeing track limit away from getting another penalty. So I just took it very casual in the last corner. So yeah.
Well done. Anything to add, Harry?
No, it's just obviously you come from sort of mid-pack. Obviously, there's been an incident in the race that kind of has stolen the headlines a little bit. Did you see sort of airstrike anywhere near you, or did you see the incident? Or
oh, you mean when he was getting lapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a bit. I saw he was trying to fight a bit into, well, I guess you'd call it turn 2. So, because I'm pretty sure Liam and Brett lost about a second or 2. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine. You don't have to comment. It's just it's all juicy PSGL drama we have to ask you about. Yeah, I'll pass it back to Demon.
Okay.
Alright, so congratulations again. We'll move on to Leon now. Leon with third today? Second?
Third for Liam.
Third, right. Well, either way, back-to-back podiums. That's got to build the confidence a little bit. How are you feeling?
Annoyed, to be honest. Yeah, it's a podium. I got pole, my first one of the season, my first one for a very long time. I was confident. First didn't go as planned. Just couldn't get the tyre pressures right. Pitted for hard, just catching Brett quite quickly. Knew I had a good chance at winning. Everyone was getting penalties when I had a brief look at stream. And then I guarantee you caught it on stream. It was airstrike that just ruined my race entirely and lost me too many seconds to count, and then he hit me. which gave me, I think, slight wing damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
he definitely hit Brett into the Wall of Champions, into the last chicane, launched it from a distance that I'd even consider ridiculous, and decided to punt him into the wall. I mean, you famously were in the race where Jamie Morris done similar. Obviously, that was back in, I think that was 2 seasons ago or last season. I mean, I we speculated that it was maybe that he'd had contact with Brett in the first corner or something like that. But obviously, I didn't see that he'd hit you as well. So maybe that was just what he was doing. I can't fathom why he would do that. Obviously, which is disappointing, especially as it's ruined, as it kind of robbed you of your race, and it also robbed Brett, who was driving a good race as well, and kind of robbed us of a battle that we wanted to see.
Yeah, it was basically all started when the first round of pit stops came, or the soft runners pit stops. Me and Brett particularly, and then I noticed that Airstrike had come out on a fresh set of mediums behind me, and I was hoping that he wouldn't try and go for a move. He was getting closer lap by lap. I didn't want to let him through simply because I was catching Brett and I didn't want to get stuck in dirty air. But then he went down me inside at the chicane, and I had to back off, otherwise he would have just left me no room. And then it was constant blue flags for 2 laps straight. Even when he was trying to overtake Brett, it was still blue flags. And then obviously you saw when he collided with Brett. And then going into turn 1 and turn 2, he tried to defend from me and just went straight into me.
Yeah. Great driving, really. I'll leave it at that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you know the score. You'll forward that to the stewards. We've both sent separate information to the stewards on our view of it. Obviously, we're not admins, we're not stewards, just for the people in the stream. So we'll pass that on. And it's a difficult one to comment on, but obviously, yeah, fair enough, Leon. I'll take your point completely.
All right. Well, congratulations on the podium again. I know you wanted more and deserved more today. You drove a hell of a race, but get him again next week.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
And to be fair, you've probably gained a lot of points on Fran in the championship, so you'll be a lot closer to the top.
Yep.
Yeah, it's any positive we can take out of that race, to be fair.
Yep. It's all about the small wins, mate. All about the small wins.
Yep. Now you just gotta get the big one next week. All right. Well, that's it for F3 this week. As for Harry and myself, we will. Well, I'll be back next week. Harry will return the week after, as he is busy next week, and we will be live from France at 8 p.m. UK time. Don't forget to tune in to tomorrow night, F1 and F2 F2 at 7 p.m., F1 at 8 p.m. And go cheer those guys on. For everybody else in chat, have a good week, stay safe, and see you guys soon.